place where they are feeling a tremendous amount of shame and feeling very lost.
Dignity is about looking at what people have said to you that you should discard and realizing that it's always part of you and being proud of that as a process of who you are. So owning all of your parts and not having to walk around with that shame, that to me is the goal. None of us chose to be here.
Uh-oh.
We stay
Not
around
that
because
one.
we realize it's love.
Okay, let's
It
see.
doesn't make poverty better. It doesn't make it even tolerable. But it gives your life a kind of significance when you realize that you are still capable of giving and receiving love.
Good morning, Sin. How are you?
People realize is that wherever you are, it's enough. No one has to escape to be worthy.
I'm just getting up, getting my coffee going.
Welcome to the Nara.
Penny, you hurt? Oh, that's Super, my hero. Hero.
I loved your book.
Enjoy your day too, Super.
To so many people, and I was absolutely.
Good morning, Two Wills. I saw you on live. You weren't talking to me.
On and talk about purpose and feeling lost and about your work and the themes in your work. So thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you so much for recognizing what I'm trying to do. It's a great honor to be here.
What are you guys up to?
It's a beautiful audience all around the world about what at the heart of what I'm trying to do.
Well, let's talk about that.
We're in a brand new month, everybody. Make it good.
What you're trying to do, and if I really
make it great. I mean, not good, great.
You will teach me today. How could my life change?
I hope people realize that if they don't already, that a meaningful life is not a life that
I ordered my creamer last night, so I'm stocked up on it. So I have a goal for this month. Okay, so you guys hold me accountable. I'm trying not to go to Starbucks all month, just so I could save money. Oh, Two Wills, how are you? How are you feeling? Good morning, Shep. How are you?
There's a way to feel proud of who you are.
Good morning, Blaze.
Beauty in the life that you're living right now.
So I'm trying to save money, so no Starbucks for me this whole month.
Move in a different direction. Learning how to.
Good morning, Henny. You heard? Miss Shirley is up and moving.
And so much of language in our world and our culture has been captured to humiliate us. If we look at
So, Henny, I just told them my goal for this month. I'm not going to go to Starbucks at all.
That tears us down and says we're not good enough. We are constantly humiliated and debased in the way we experience life. And the work Michelle talking about this. The work of poetry and language art is to reclaim the strangeness and the beauty of language, so that the wonder and awe at the heart of it is recycled.
You're awesome as usual. That's right.
That has always been
Thank you.
used to control people. And so when you realize that, oh, so much of this thing I use every day, when it goes into the hands of corporations and politicians, it's manipulating me, then you realize if I speak.
Sin, what are you talking about?
With deliberate
what colors?
And intention, then I can reclaim a portion of myself. And part of that is dignity. It's a lot of my work is I'm interested in using language as a way to reconfirm self and communal dignity.
Wait, do I have it on a picture of myself?
The ability to live without shame.
The coral and white combo? Okay.
To be proud of
yeah, that's a good combo.
Our failures. In my short journey, I've learned that all the struggles.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. Thank you. I like wearing nude, neutral colors a lot,
it creates a trouble. So to me, I think that
especially during the winter time. During the summer, I like to go a little brighter.
always part of you being proud of that as a process of who you are. So owning all of your parts and not having to walk around with that shame, that to me is what you do. And to me, it's like you're told that you gotta go up the mountain and there'll be a light that will heal everything. And what I
This picture's from Hawaii last year on my birthday. Me and my mom were going back to our hotel. We went on a tour of the island, and then it started raining, and we saw that rainbow.
I was raised by illiterate, and because they were illiterate, they knew how powerful reading was. It was like something to them, because it's like we don't know what it is, but we know how powerful. We know the word.
Right? I thought it was a good sign.
Language. So you have our blessing to go
You
on
love black and gray.
and figure that out. I never had a mother that forced me to do this or that. She said, son, go
Shut.
on, learn what you can. And
I don't like being nude. I like to wear nude colors.
So you go off. You go
Get it
on
right.
vacation, and for me,
Get that wax out of your ear.
from Cuba, I went to four institutions, community college, business school, dropping out, what have you. But you go off and you tell yourself, and I think this is particularly true of the immigrant and the refugee, but I think it's true for all children of the working poor. You tell yourself, I'm gonna go into that institution, then I'm gonna figure it out, I'm gonna come back and give this thing that was locked away inside the universal library. I'm gonna give it to my family. And it won't
Good morning, Full Throttle. How are you?
happen to us.
Sin, when did you guys go? I went to Miami with my mama too, but that was like 15, no, it was way before I had my son. Maybe like 17 years ago. No longer, like 20.
Social services are flooded overnight. We're struggling with that. Entire city blocks will be blown apart with weapons. It will take decades to repair. Destruction is so.
Okay, 2012.
I think
That's when I had my son.
one of our worst inventions is that we have found the way in the 20th century to make instant ruins. And before that, ruins took thousands of years to create, but now we can make ruins instantly. And we are still living in the aftermath of that. And I think that's also a metaphor for reparative learning, which is what's so much of class.
I like Miami, but everybody there is beautiful. Everybody on the beach, they have perfect bodies, perfect faces. They all look like models. Well, at least when I went, it was like that.
Or when you're an outsider in a country.
Right?
What did that teach you?
Okay, Shep, you could go. Go be messy. Bye. Go be with the messy people.
Constantly
Go with your people.
messages that we don't support you or against you. There's something wrong with you. What did that teach you about life?
Shame is so critical for so much of American life. It's very much true for the poor. I remember, like being in Stop and Shop's local grocery store, and my mother like counting how many tomatoes she can afford. And I just think, as a kid,
You can't time me out. I'm not even in the chat.
and you're watching.
Time me out of my life? That's crazy work.
And look away because we're all in one ecosystem. They're not making that much money. So it's just like poor folks together. Well, what's unspoken is that
Let me see what else I could show you guys.
why
Mm-hmm.
or how to ameliorate it. Because you're sitting in line and you're watching your
Let
mom
me see if I can find pictures of San Diego.
2 little plum tomatoes back.
I have to go looking through everything.
Then you're watching this kid who's probably 4 years old and you look away because he knows you're out of respect.
That was me on vacation in
Offering each other
Oahu. Okay, let's see.
Why are you apologizing?
I like that quote. I know you guys can't read it all.
My voice it wobbles.
Good morning, Jay. How are you?
Thank you.
And I've had the experience, but only on the
Let me
level,
see.
with the kids standing next to me. And I had the line rehearsed for when the credit card would not go through. And I would always cock my head and kind of look surprised, go, that's weird, because it just worked at the gas
Reason.
station.
Yeah,
And
wow.
then I'd
Okay,
say,
let's go
come on,
to.
kids, let's go out to the car, I've got another card out there, we're kidding. And you don't forget that.
Yeah.
But everybody knows, and nobody knows how to talk about it, how to make it right. And looking away in that moment is a form of respect, because you don't want the person who's dealing with that heaviness to feel the weight of your judgment either. And so please don't apologize for speaking and telling us the truth of your experience, because, you know, for the person who doesn't know you, you're, in my opinion, one of the most decorated and awarded writers alive right now. The American Book Award, the Mark Twain Award, the T.S. Eliot Prize, the New England Book Award, the MacArthur Genius Grant. You are a professor at NYU. And so while your story began growing up in Hartford, Connecticut, immigrating here from Vietnam, your mom and the women around you being illiterate and working in a nail salon, you went on to take back language.
All right, that picture is taken at my favorite place in San Diego.
No, Lisa, thank you so much for that counter and that opening. I'm so grateful for that moment of grace, because I think
Not the smoker.
one of the things about moving
Thank you.
class systems is that you
It's at a resort.
assume
They have their
what you
own
say
beach
is
right
going to
there.
be not legible.
It's beautiful. It's always a good vibe over there. They have about 6 different pools,
You walk into a room and say, well,
and some of them are heated.
Or, and if I do, are they gonna look at me like I'm crazy? Or am I just outside the frame of understanding? And so you try to assume that what you're saying is a breach. So you have to apologize for that breach.
That's why I'm working hard right now. That's my motivation. So when it warms up, like in the summer, I'll be able to go over there.
Grace that I know really
Definitely, Jay.
in the spaces that I now traffic in. I think there's 2 types of shame. There's the shame of who you are, which is ontological. You know, people.
In the mornings, I put on my hoodie, I put on my flip-flops, and I go to the beach.
The shame of yourself.
I just sit there, I start praying.
People
It's just really peaceful.
our ontological presence, our being, which we cannot change. And then there's
And I had my coffee in hand, which makes it even better.
I think can be really fruitful. You know, it would be great if a lot of our politicians felt a little bit of shame, right? Because that means they're recognizing that you can act something, you can do something, you can prepare something. And so I think in many cases, and so much of my childhood.
Shep, are you cooking today?
Both feel shame.
Barbecuing?
Shame of
Well,
being
besides us.
which you had no control over. Then the shame of being queer, which you had no control over. And then the shame that what I'm doing is not enough. So the shame of action. It's like, oh, I work so hard, but I'm not feeding my family. I work so hard, but I'm still stuck.
Jay, I don't know if you're still here, but is it still snowing where you're at?
I remember
I'm smoking
she
chicken breast. Oh, okay.
before bed, and I just like to just talk to her before bed. It was like 10 or 11. And she turned to me and she said, I'm so sorry that my family is so stupid.
Shep, I need to get another smoker. My baby smoker, I think I showed you a picture of it. It's been outside like all winter, so it's in bad shape right now. I loved it outside. Okay. That shrimp looked really good that you posted, Jay. Good morning, John John. Oh, it stopped. Okay. Yeah, it still works, Shep. I burned something in there recently. Not food though. It's around, I believe, 40 right now. Yeah, it's cold and it's foggy. We had a big pile up on the freeway yesterday morning. 100 cars were involved. Thankfully, nobody passed away.
We couldn't make it. It's been 10 years in this country, and folks have started businesses that are lucrative. They've gone off to Houston, LA, other Vietnamese communities. They bought homes, and we can't figure it out. I'm sorry.
-6? That is crazy.
That is the heart of what it means.
Really, Shep?
Is that
I'll send you a picture. Is TT here?
you're not a
I didn't even see her.
because other people could afford to.
I don't see TT.
The heroes in our public discourse are the ones, the entrepreneurs, the ones that can donate and give.
Good morning, Queen 5.
Rescue people. But when you every day you don't have enough to even be the hero of your.
Shep, I just want a new one and I want a bigger one.
Like you're the villain. And so when I was a kid, in that moment, by my mother's bed, and in that moment by the grocery store, seeing to the day I die, I'll see those.
Who's being a traitor?
Go back.
Good morning, Moni.
This dirty compared. You realize I told myself I'm gonna use.
Oh, you guys call her Money. Okay. Hello, Minnie. Hello, Money. Hello, Mary. Oh, okay. All right, Moni.
To find out, because this can't be, there has to be a root to all this.
What would you say to somebody who's listening right now and is in that place where they are feeling a tremendous amount of shame and feeling very lost, whether it is because of very similar life experiences that you've had, or
Get your wifey. I like Money for you. I'm gonna call you Big Money, if you don't mind.
They got help with diagnosis.
And then I'm gonna call Shep Ugly. Just plain Shep. Old man.
Through the day, or they really made some terrible decisions in their
Hey,
life.
Gigi Boo. Good morning.
Things in the past. What do you want to say to that person?
Sin, I'm gonna call you Clinical. Just playing.
Really think about where they're at and how to shift.
Exactly. We gotta be careful with him.
But for me, as a writer, it all begins with language. We all, when we talk to each other, we use fluff language to get by. You know, oh, how's the weather? How about the Patriots? You know, what's going on? How so and so? And sometimes we don't answer that question. We say yes, but it's just a muscle memory. How you doing? Good, good. And I think giving yourself permission to break the norm of hiding and using language obfuscating. And just
Tools, are you still live right now?
I'm not okay. Or keep the question. When was the last time you felt joy? Now, you're in a different linguistic space. And you realize that people actually really hunger for that. But they don't have the word.
Does anybody want to join my chat?
The word.
I'll post the link. I'll start another one and then post the link on my wall.
So disruptions in linguistic patterns, which is what poetry and novels do, right? They're disruptions. We don't pick up a novel to confirm what we know. We pick it up to learn something new. In a way, we're disrupting.
Happy Sunday, everybody.
So cool.
Yeah. I really, but you're right, because I didn't pick up the.
Thank you, Two Wills. And that's why you're my ex-hubby. I appreciate it.
And to use your word, to disrupt my day-to-day life and open myself up to something different.
Yeah.
Is there some recommendation you would have to disrupt the language you use around yourself?
Thank you,
And
Jay.
you find yourself saying, I'm not enough. It's never gonna work out. I'm not good enough.
Yeah. Well, the very rudimentary,
Thank you, Moni.
practice when I was a young poet, and I still do this.
I think to get the link, hold on, let me see if I can find a link here.
And your favorite texts, because now you're in someone else's.
I don't know if I could add somebody to this live because I didn't set it up. I think you have to set it up on Vertical first, and then they give you a link. I tried to pin it in my chat, but I couldn't even type in my chat. I'm still trying to figure everything out. So that's why I posted it on my wall. Oh, is he cheating again?
Because everyone can use it.
I wanna make sure that as the person's listening to you, or they're watching.
And Jay, I was thinking about going on a hike, but I don't know with this fog. I might stay in, just clean up and get ready for this coming week, which is going to be busy, just like every week. What do you have planned? And I don't think you can do too much either, right? Because it's snowing.
I have failed. I will never amount to anything. I'm not smart. Whatever those words are that you beat yourself up with.
True. You got a point, Money. Money. Big money.
That you would open up a line from one of your favorite poems, and then you would write that line and trace those letters, and you start to then basically borrow those words.
I did all my grocery shopping. I did a little clothing shopping. I splurged on some stuff, which I usually don't do, but I did. I usually see my mom on Sundays, but it's really foggy, so I don't think I'm going to go over there today. Okay, Jay, have fun.
And you know you're beating yourself up. If there are famous books, if there are lines from a book,
you know, Miss Shirley loves her crime stories. That's what I usually watch before I go to bed.
Somewhere on your phone, you could do exactly what you just said, which is write that out every day as you're tracing the shape of those letters. Really imagine that those are the words that you say to yourself.
It's like secular prayer.
Yes.
It's a form of prayer that you choose. You get to curate a kind of bibliography or Bible for yourself.
I do, and I love watching
and in fact, this is what the early monks
things on hauntings and stuff like that, and ghosts and spirits, but only when my son is here. If I'm alone, I'm not watching that.
And so that was kind of a meditative practice. And also visualization, imagine the people around you, right? Using the language, even just saying that, I hope my sister has a good day, recenters us, because in Buddhism, we have this idea, Buddhist psychology.
Jay, I don't have Netflix.
Sequential thinking.
I used to have it.
In Buddhist psychology, we do not believe that you actually feel two things at once. One can only
I have Prime Video, I have Hulu, and I have Disney Plus, just because that comes with my phone service for free.
The only way to have another thought is to put down that ball. You can't just grab another. You have to put down that ball and then hold something else. And
But
in meditation practice,
I do have something on my TV that lets me
really nowadays,
stream stuff like on the low, so maybe I could look it up.
it's gonna be a bad session. I can't do it. My knees hurt. My ankles hurt. There's too much going on in the world. That email is bothering me.
It's-
I really gotta get back.
It's like a Cody program, but it's not Cody.
And it's all about I'm holding my own suffering.
My old boo thing put that on the TV for me.
Displace our suffering with other people. So we start to think about people closest to us, and then we radiate out. Oh, my brother's having a bad day today.
Okay.
He's really
His and hers?
My brother works retail.
That's what you said, right? Let me scroll up.
And, you know, it's wage work, you know, so.
The Ken and Barbie. I need to watch that.
And he goes, it's a very stressful job, and it's what I'm holding.
Shep, I'll give you my password to everything, okay?
It's really, I don't know why this is, but when we hold our suffering,
Okay.
we suffer more. When we hold someone else's suffering, we have compassion.
Good morning, Hurry.
Why? I would love someone much smarter than I to figure that out. But that's always the case. It's very hard to continue to suffer when you're holding someone else's suffering.
Hurry, every time you come in, I hear Ty singing that song. That Slurry King song. She said it was an E40 song.
To go there. And, but just even saying that word, the phrase, I hope, you know, the people in my community can find safety. I'm going to work towards that. I'm going to work towards securing their safety. And then you start to...
Sin, is it on YouTube?
What you can
Yeah,
do,
tag me if you
how
can.
volunteer, how you can help. And all of a sudden,
I'm gonna watch it.
because it's all cycle. You come back to yourself and you say, gosh, I don't know how to pick up that ball anymore. I see it. I see self-hatred. I see envy. I see bitterness. I see self-loathing. It's all there, but I can't really pick it up. Before it was stuck. It was glued to my bones. But for some reason, moving outward has cleansed. And now I can't pick it up if I wanted to.
It's so effective and it's so simple. As you were talking and explaining this, I just did it. So my mom and dad just lost a very, very good friend. And it was
Oh, okay.
sudden and really tragic thing.
Do you guys watch Mel Robbins?
And the second you started talking about your sister, I thought, oh, you know, I hope my mom and dad are having an okay day today. I hope that
She has a book out too. I'm watching her podcast. It's inspirational, motivational stuff.
Is getting the...
I'm like Lorena though. Okay, Shep?
You know, and then I thought, oh,
I'll do it.
As soon as we're done talking. And everything that was self-centered disappeared from my mind. And there was this big expansion that happened. And as you're listening or watching, I want you to think about somebody that you love, that you really do hope with all of your heart that they are having a good day, that they are getting the support that they need. And if you truly step into this invitation, I think you will feel exactly what Ocean's talking about. That somehow there was something you were holding inside yourself, even in the subconscious. But when you direct that attention...
Johnny, wear glasses?
Something expands and lightens inside of you.
Because you can only hold one thing.
Because you can only hold one thing. You know, I want to ask you a question, because I loved your New York Times blockbuster, best-selling, profound novel, The Emperor of Gladness. And when I opened up the first page to chapter 1...
Moni, me too. I'm wondering why it's taking that long.
I thought if I ever meet Ocean, I want to ask you...
It's just weird to me that it's taking that long.
The hardest thing in the world is to live only once.
Especially with it being like a celebrity case and everybody pushing for it to get done and it's not happening. That's just weird to me. Like, I feel like there's more going on to it that we don't know about.
Your obligation to them, to your community, and to live with that.
And I wish her parents would advocate harder for her too, but I heard that they're from Mexico, they don't speak English, and they're terrified of the police or whatever, but I wish more was being done for her.
That's a lot of YOLO. Another side of YOLO is that, well, if you only live once, how do you live in a generative way? How do you live with care and consideration, with the meditative practice you just did? You don't have to be a monk and sit there and go home and do chanting. You can actually do it while listening to someone talk, right?
I want to unpack this even deeper. the hardest thing in the world is to live only once. And you said,
Yeah, there has to be like people pulling strings or something in the background. There's more to it.
I never asked anybody this question, but as a professor,
Thank you, Jay. You too.
She saw the difference and picked the real deal. It's got to be time.
To defy aging signs, you deserve a serum that does it all. Introducing
He's connected.
by L'Oreal Paris.
You mean,
Sealed in one.
wait, let's see. Who's he related to? The lawyer?
Infused in an ultra-sensitive
Okay.
formula that smooths skin, boosts radiance, and delivers 10 anti-aging benefits. Over time, get back physically younger skin. New Serum Le Duo by L'Oreal Paris.
I agree, Moni. Unfortunately, there's a lot of parents like that. It gives me flashbacks of something that happened maybe like 4 years ago in my city with, I can't say too much about it because her thing went viral. And I knew her, she lived a few streets away from me, but
I bet you are
a lot of these parents are not watching their children.
to this sense of pressure and urgency that is not only inside your students, but it is 1000% inside every character in your book. But this pressure that
No, it's okay.
is almost universal to make something of yourself.
She was a student at our school, and not at the school that I'm working at, but another one. She was in middle school.
Heard you say, oh,
At first, everybody thought she was a runaway. Like, we were literally going to start posting up posters and everything. And then it turned out to be a whole different thing. She was murdered. It was really, really bad. Really, really bad. And just to see her friends mourn her, and they've never experienced death, or it was, wow. Yeah, it went viral. It went viral.
Sign
Yeah.
of this sense inside you
Yeah.
that there is something more for you. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. And I think for me, there's two, there's what society does.
Parents really need to watch their kids and watch who they're interacting with online.
We don't know any better.
Know which apps they're on, what they're doing.
It's almost like a download. Society downloads the set of values into us. And
No matter their
I need
age.
to get a good job. I need to get out of here.
If they're still living with you, that's your responsibility. That's what you need to do as a parent.
These are working poor people. They remain so. But it doesn't mean that their lives are doomed. I reject this idea that a story about down and out poor people is only valuable if they can escape it. Because there's plenty of films, plenty of novels about that. I think as Americans, we fetishize rescue. I think there are more Americans rescued in American films than actual Americans. And yeah, it feels good to watch that movie. Oh gosh, they rose out of it. And then there's the other part, there's the alternative count, which is your obligation to yourself and your life and your community, regardless of what that means with the CV, in the social standards and what have you. And I think what I learned working in fast food and the tobacco farms growing up, and what I wrote about, is that
I agree, Moni. Like, all of a sudden, it just stopped, all the coverage for her.
If you walk into NYU where I now work, if you walk into a doctor's office, a dentist's office, a law office, everybody who's there,
They are, Moni. Very.
They might not like their job, fine, but they all deliberately work to get there. But the folks in the
And a lot of them just prey on the naive, the good-hearted, the innocent.
they are deferring something else.
So just be careful out there.
What's so humbling and powerful about that you see, you realize there's another dream. And when you work enough hours, it becomes really, it looms large. And you start to really want to find ways to find out that dream. You know, you have to have probing conversations. What do you do before this? What do you after? You do next time? All of a sudden, these spaces open up in these restaurants and corporations that were not meant to be there. They're kind of subversive utterances. And so to me, I think what I mean by the hardest thing in the world is to live only once. Is to live according to
Money, it's
your
crazy. Like,
dignity.
some people get
And what
like
you
5 years for murder, other people get
family,
their whole life.
what that means to you.
It doesn't make sense sometimes.
Yourself away from the standards of ultimate success or what have you. You know, like I am lucky to be a successful author and a professor. But
I feel like Celeste's family, or whatever her name is,
my family members,
they need to be doing so much more.
I don't have enough generational wealth to live.
I'd be calling the news. I would be going over there to the courthouse, protesting every single day until something was done.
Lovely places, Paris, Germany. I said, as soon as they come, I said, there's no way. Because I gotta take my aunt to her
Yeah.
doctor's appointment, I gotta do her taxes.
I think they're saying that they're partying at the hotel and that she got drunk and that she just accidentally walked into it
You know,
and it closed on its own or something like that.
it's a privilege to be able to
And it got a lot of coverage, and then all of a sudden, we didn't hear about it anymore.
Because when I was growing up, you needed your tooth extracted, chaos. You know, you had to call a loan shark, we had to call a local Vietnamese grocery store to borrow money from God knows who, to don't ask, don't tell, right? And just to get like little things done, so it was like the end of the world when those things happen. And now I can, like, every emergency my family has, I can take care of. And I'm proud of that. And to me, if that's what I'm done doing with my
Yeah, you guys be really, really careful of that too,
and
Sin.
I think having the courage to break away.
Because I've had people threaten my job, dox me.
Aligning what counts for you. It's hard work though. It took me 20 years.
There's a lot of angry, evil people out there.
This is a new field. I want folks to have this understanding that I've always had this. Like I'm developing it as we speak.
What I'd love to have you do is if you could speak directly to the person who's really.
Really, Moni? I didn't hear
know
that.
So many people will. And maybe they're in the job. And they thought they were
That's crazy.
for 2 or 3 years. And
I feel like if the mom keeps on talking or contacts or gets in contact with somebody
a different
with like a high status, maybe a celebrity, a good lawyer, they might reopen the case, possibly.
You have a myth of yourself. And
Sin, they are crimes. The person that doxes me, it's crazy. He'll go in another chat and he'll do it. And the people that are running the chat or running the channel, they'll allow it. I don't think they really understand what he's doing, but I have his address and his full name. It's like, that is a crime. Like, if I really wanted to, I could do something. I could go to your city and make something happen.
I crunched the numbers, and you need to get a job. You're about to be 16, but you gotta just work at McDonald's. So
I'll have to check it out, Moni.
What happened to like American Dream, upward mobility, do what you want, follow your destiny, right? No, I'm like, what? Excuse me? And she's like, no, like you can't even be the manager. Like you need to just be minimum wage because if you make any more, we'll be kicked out. And we won't be able to afford an apartment on the open market. So upward mobility could render you homeless. And then it clicked. I said, oh, no wonder every other teenager in my neighborhood is a drug dealer. Because if you're a child to a single mom, there were daughters and sons in that too. If you're a child to a single mother, and you wanna help her out to get a job, if you get too much money, you're gonna lose your housing. So what are you gonna do? Sell weed on the
It's okay,
side,
Sin.
get cash, put it on the mattress, mom pays the light bill with her checks, you take her to the grocery store. And I have seen folks do that, and I don't condone drug use.
I'm trying not to let it get to me. Like, if you're gonna be online, putting yourself out there, that's gonna come with it.
That can have relatively economically successful lives.
Like, you're signing up for it too.
End up in jail and die. So it's just a complete crapshoot, you know, and
Shep, you are not gonna be soliciting
the farm
in my chat, okay?
to help my mother
If anybody's gonna be doing that, it's me.
go out and be the one who has a degree. I was going to study international marketing and really be the superhero of my family. And then I got to the school in New York to study, and I studied for just 4 weeks before I dropped out. And all that myth of who I am to myself crumbled. And I often say this, and not in any tongue-in-cheek way. I said, I became a writer out of failure. And more so, I became a writer out of shame. I could have went home to my mom and said, Mom, I tried, I can't do it. I'm not cut out to go
Me neither.
chase
Mm-mm.
JP Morgan like all my colleagues are with their suits. I don't have a suit. We have one suit. It's called a funeral suit. That's all I had. I didn't even bring it. I was optimistic.
It's crazy the power that one man can have.
So that's all I had. And I didn't even conceive that you have to wear a suit for an internship. So I was so out of place.
All right, I got you.
And I didn't have the wisdom I have now. I couldn't
Are you guys subbed to Big Beezy?
see how much of an outsider I was.
I believe he's going live at 1 o'clock.
Couchsurfing really opened my
I'm about to get off, but I know he's going live.
Someone would say, why don't you just go home? And if I went home, my mom would say, sit on down, I save you a seat at the nail salon, pick up the filer.
And I think today's his mom's birthday and she passed away. So if you go over there, show him a lot of love.
I'm the only one that knows English. I'm the only one that can read. I'm the only one that could potentially have a college degree.
Okay, you guys, I'm about to get off.
I could not live with myself.
I'm gonna put on my mask, fix my hair, and get to work for next week. I hope you guys have an amazing Sunday. Be great out there. Can you post on your tab?
The Penn Station open 24 hours, and you can stay near the Long Island Railroad. And, you know, eventually I became a student at Brooklyn College.
All right, you guys, have a great day.
But it was because I was too ashamed. I would prefer
Moni's gonna post it.
homeless.
Bye, Sheppy.
Go home and
Bye, Sin. Bye, Moni.
dreams. Because I knew I knew.
Oh, Lord. You better stop. Stop.